Hey guys, it's Milan. Welcome back to my channel. Since it's the new year, I thought it would be really fun for me to do my 2026 ins and outs. 2025 was the year of the snake, so it was a lot of shedding, a lot of transformation, a lot of things being revealed, a lot of things going on that maybe made you feel like you were going crazy. 2026, the year of the horse, very energized year. You're gonna feel very energized and motivated and inspired to just like achieve those goals, do your thing. That's my interpretation of what I know about Chinese zodiac and stuff, so feel free to do more research on that if you're interested. Anyways, let's get started. So I'm just gonna say like in and I'm gonna say an out, and that's how we're gonna do this. Okay, number one, in, engaging in curiosity. I just really want to ask more questions. If I'm curious about something, about somebody, ask them, just ask them. Obviously time and place, but I feel like we need to be more curious as a society because we're not very curious people anymore, but we're also so busy trying to be nonchalant. Not me, I'm not trying to be nonchalant, but still I feel like I could ask more questions, things that I want to know about. Just like ask people, what do they think about this thing? What do they know about this thing? Out, over explaining myself. I've always been the type to over explain myself for every single thing. I don't have to explain myself. I can exist without reasoning. You don't owe anyone an explanation for you just being you or you feeling the way that you do. I mean, in some scenarios, like sure, but like generally there's no need. We're not doing that no more. In random side quests, I feel like I haven't done a lot of random side quests, and I need to remember that I have free will and I can really do whatever. Free will is so awesome. Out, all-nighters. I'm done. Like I can't. I haven't pulled that many all-nighters in my life, but this year I was starting to get a little too comfortable with the concept of an all-nighter. I literally pulled like 4 all-nighters. I remember one of the times I pulled an all-nighter, I was like, it's either go to sleep and risk not waking up in time for my class or pull the all-nighter, because I like finished my work too late into the night, and I was like, it's one or the other, so I just pulled the all-nighter. So we're done with that. In baking, I have only baked twice this year. I don't bake or cook for real, but I did, and it was so fun. It's such a nice like mindful activity. I kind of just do everything on autopilot, and I kind of love that. And one thing I love about cooking and baking is the fact that you can really just throw in any ingredients. I feel like cooking and baking is pretty intuitive. Out, going places I don't want to go to. That probably sounds so weird, but too many times this year I went places that I didn't want to go to, and then I regretted it afterwards because I knew I wasn't gonna have fun. So I think, yeah, when I don't want to go somewhere, don't force myself to go. In compliments, I had a goal for 2025 to smile more at strangers and just like people on the street, and I did a really good job of that. It's just a nice way to interact with people without having to like have a whole conversation, because I'm going to class. I can't stop on the side of the street to talk to you, but I can acknowledge you and your presence, and I think it's so nice. I love when people smile at me on the street. But I think for compliments, I want to compliment people more. I'm pretty good at that. I just feel like if you're thinking a compliment, just say it. Just say it. It'll make their day. Out, using brain rot terms like brain rot or 6-7, because that's become like a filler word for me. What do you mean? Seriously though, like I need to fade it because we can't be doing that in 2026. Also, I think collectively as a society we need to stop with the brain rot terms, because a lot of the brain rot terms are just things that actually exist and we just change the meaning to put a name on something that we like to do. Like the term vocal stim, nobody actually knows what a vocal stim is anymore. In more jazz music. I love jazz music so much, but I want to listen to it more just on a day-to-day basis. Even if I start my day off with listening to jazz music. Like I was doing that for a little bit at a point, and it was so nice. Just listening to jazz music in the mornings. That's a dream. Oh my god. Okay, big out, labels. This is for everybody, so if you're watching this, make sure this is on your out list for 2026. Too many times this year people have tried to put labels on me about stupid things. No one will ever know you the way you know yourself, you know? So stop trying to put labels on things. And also, like, you don't have to fit yourself into a box. Like, you really don't. Everyone's got something going on. Everybody identifies a different way. Let's stop putting each other in boxes, because that's why we're so divided. That's literally why we're so divided. And if we stop trying to put labels on everything, I think as individuals we'll be at a lot more peace. I really am convinced of that. In slow mornings, I don't want to get up and rush to get ready and all that. I want to like get up, get ready, listen to my music, read a book, go on a walk, like drink some water, drink some tea, get breakfast, like but I don't be doing that. So I want to change that. Slow mornings will allow me to be more present. Also just feel more prepared and set for the day. Oh my god, this is such a big out for me, but asking for people's opinions. I was asking so many people on opinions about cutting my hair, which you could see I got my little bob. But I kept asking for people's opinions on that, and just people's opinions on things that it's like, I am 20 years old. I can make a decision myself, and I know what I want, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I might ask for opinions to get more perspectives, but I don't need like 10 different perspectives, especially from people who are going to give me biased opinions, which is another thing that I kind of have written down in the same bullet point. But like collectively, I don't really do this, but too many people have done this to me this year, so I need to say this. No one wants to hear your opinion. If no one asks for your opinion, nobody wants to hear it. Like, why are we commenting on people's outfits and people's hair? Oh, I hate that piercing. Oh, I hate when people wear their hair like this. I don't think that looks good. Okay, well, it looks good on them and they like it, and that's all that matters. You don't need to have an opinion on everything, nor do you need to share your opinion on everything. Like, mind your business and go about your day, because it's not your hair, it's not your face, it's not your body, it's not your anything. This is a big in for me, accommodating myself. I can't not procrastinate. I struggle with not procrastinating. I came to the conclusion that like, I work best under pressure, and it's okay for me to accept that about myself. It's just a matter of like making accommodations so that I can get it done, which I always get it done, which is why I always procrastinate, because I'm like, it's gonna get done and I'm gonna get the good grade and I'm gonna get the good outcome, because that always happens every single time. So it's important to accommodate for those circumstances, set myself up so it makes it just a little bit easier to start, because I think with people who procrastinate, the hardest part is starting. So figuring out ways to make it easier to just start is important. Overcommitment. I have this problem where I get too excited and I want to do everything, and I think I can do everything, and I can do everything. See, and this is the problem. But I think I can do everything, so I do everything that I want to do. I need to just go easier on myself and remember that like, I can do it all, but I can't do it all simultaneously. It's just not gonna work. In weekly movie trips, I said that I was going to do weekly movie trips, I think going into 2025, or maybe going into fall semester. That did not happen. Not even close. But I want to make it a point to make time in my day, in my week, to go to the movies. Cinema is such an important thing to me. I love going to the movies. I love going to the movies by myself. It's literally such a fun time. Like, I love going with my friends, but going to the movies by yourself is such like a, I don't know, like it really is like peak self-care for me. So I'm definitely gonna try to schedule weekly movie trips. And I know that movies can get expensive. Like, if you're seeing a movie a week, like in this economy, ooh, but there's ways around it. I am a Stubs member, so I get rewards. So I basically get to see movies for free sometimes. And also, I feel like that's a good way for me to designate time specifically to myself. That has nothing to do with school or my organizations or YouTube or anything. Like, time specifically for me. Like, that's self-care time. That's the goal in 2026. That's the goal. AI. I'm a marketing major, so we're kind of encouraged to try it out and use it sometimes. We're definitely encouraged to learn how to use it, which I think everybody should know how to use AI, especially if it's becoming so integrated into every single thing that we do. Everybody should know how it works in some capacity. But I think AI is a really useful tool and resource. I think it can be used to help you outline and things like that, but even then, I want to be able to do those things on my own. In reading, I'm not a bookworm. I have hella books, I've read hella books, but I don't be reading hella books. So I just want to get back into my reading grind and really find books that I love and that I don't want to put down. One of my biggest goals for 2026 is replacing doom scrolling with reading. So anytime I want to go on TikTok and just like scroll, instead of doing that, I'll just pick up a book, which I think has been helpful because I've been doing that lately, and it's been good. It's been good. I'm currently reading Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, and it's really good so far. I'm really not that far. I think I'm on the second chapter, but the first chapter was Chef's Kiss. Matcha. This whole year, I've been trying to find the perfect matcha place because everyone's like, oh, matcha's so good. You just have to get it from here. You just have to find a good place. I swear, went to like 4 or 5 different cafes throughout 2025 and tried matcha. One of them was like kind of good, but not good enough for me to be like, this is buzz. Like, let me get this again. No, never experienced that. I just don't think I'm a matcha girl, and that's okay. I'm just gonna stick with my chai latte. In commitment slash discipline. I want to just like really go all in on the things that I'm working on and the things I want to do. I think in order to help myself and be fair to myself, I really have to like stick to my word and stick to what I say I'm gonna do, because future Milan really wants this thing. Like, I'm doing this for future me. Out being a bad texter and leaving messages unread for weeks. I apologize. I don't want to be leaving messages unread for that long. In the beginning of 2025, I gave myself a rule that I had to respond to a text message within 2 to 3 days from receiving it. And I was doing pretty good with that for like 2 months, 3 months maybe. Yeah, so we're gonna try to pick that back up. This kind of goes to the commitment and discipline one, but self-trust. I need to trust myself more with decisions that I make and stop being like, but what if? I do believe, even though I always have these what ifs, I always know that whatever happens, whatever the outcome is, I know it was meant to be the outcome. Because everything happens for a reason, and rejection is redirection every single time. Out. Filler words. I took a speech comm class my freshman year of college, and we had this whole activity where we had to give a mini speech without saying any filler words. And it's hard because so many people say filler words like all the time. See, I just did it. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. Again, that's why it's on the outs, because we're going to try. In DVDs, last summer, my love for DVDs was reignited. I miss going to the store, buying a DVD, putting it in the DVD player, setting everything up all cute in the living room and getting the vibe going. Like, I miss that. I've restarted my DVD collection and I'm so excited. Y'all don't understand, because I want all of my favorite movies on DVD. Out buying textbooks costing $80, and you have like 4 classes. Whew. No. I took a class last semester. We're going over everything in the textbook in class. Why would I buy the textbook? I'm also in my junior year, so it's like I don't need to be buying textbooks no more. I just find the PDF online, or I just don't get the textbook at all. Like I did for that class. Okay, and my last in short hair. As you can see, I am giving Babiana, and I love it. My little sister did it, and I love how it turned out, and I really like this length. I almost want to go shorter, but we're just gonna rock with this for a little bit, and if I want to go shorter, I'll just cut it shorter. Like, I don't really care. It's gonna look cute regardless, so it's fine. I also just really want to experience having really short hair when my hair is like in its natural state, like curly and stuff, because I think it looks so cute, and I just want to know what I would look like with that, and I just feel like it would be such a different vibe. Everybody always says to women like, it's just hair, it'll grow back. All these stereotypes and expectations and standards for what black women's hair should look like and be like, cutting it would just relieve me of all that, and I've never experienced that before, which is why it's so como city say, why I'm drawn to it. But yeah, so that concludes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below your 2026 ins and outs. I hope you guys have a great new year, and this year is our year. This year is our year. Are you kidding me? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's currently 2:02 a.m. so I'm gonna get ready for bed and finish watching Girlfriends and hit the hay. Stay beautiful, stay awesome, stay lit, stay kind.